Sunflowers, how are you? How are you on this Halloween Eve? I know we didn't put nothing out today because we are really going to try our best. Rain or shine, snow, sleet or hail, hot, cold, lukewarm, warm, cool. We're going to try out frigid. We're going to try our best to show up on Friday.
Yes.
We're going to try our best. If nobody shows up, the video will still go out. And this is the day where we talk about everything that happened during the week.
Yes.
And so that's why I don't put anything out. I would put something out if it was important, or it was somebody I really needed to read on or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But this is it. I put my foot down, baby clone. This is it. So every Friday, we're going to try. I think a good time to come on Fridays would be what? So we can even get the timing right.
You're right.
6 o'clock?
Yeah, 6 o'clock.
Because that way we would have eaten dinner.
Mm-hmm, yes.
Okay,
so a little late today.
So 6 o'clock, what time is it?
7.
Oh, so 7 o'clock. Okay, so it'll be between 6:30 and 7 o'clock. How about that? Because if we started late today, then I shiver to think at 6 o'clock. So we're going to make it around about 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Yes.
And there are a couple of things we just want to talk about. And the things that I say, everything I say is either allegedly or my opinion.
Yes.
Okay. You know, Baby Cone, do you want anything to say for our opening other than Happy Halloween?
Yes.
They did the mash. They did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
A graveyard smash.
It was on in a flash.
It was on in a flash.
And that's all you got. That's all you got. That's all we got. That's all. So happy Halloween. Please be safe outside. Dress your best. Dress to impress. Bring it on. Baby Cone and I went to get our allergy shot, and there was someone that dressed like a pirate.
Yes,
indeed. I like that. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
So
the festivities is in the air.
Also, there was someone that was on the driving network. They live out their car or van. Mm-hmm. He took me to Sleepy Hollow in New York. I want to make a pilgrimage there, a pilgrimage to Sleepy Hollow. And another place I want to go to Salem.
Yes, most definitely.
And I want to spend a night in one of their haunted hotels. Mm-hmm. I'm pushing it. Knowing that I don't like summoning up negative energy. Knowing that I'm a magnet to it. Mm-hmm. You know, that's so funny. You're drawn to things like you be like, I don't want to see this scary picture, but you want to see it, and you know you're going to be haunted by it. Well, that's how you know that's a magnet. Mm-hmm. So it's something in my DNA that draws me to this, and I know that I guess it's a weird gift.
Yeah,
I'm training it because before it would just come out whenever it want. Yes. Remember when I did Erica Mena?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I did.
Oh, you should look back at that one. Don't. She hit me in the head, and I had a headache for the whole day.
That is true.
I'm a sensitive, so I can pick up your energy. It don't matter who you are, whether you want me to do it or not. However, but what I won't do, just out of principle, I won't pick up your energy. And if I feel it's a stop that says, don't come in any closer, I don't want you to know, because we're all light in the spirit and there is nothing secretive, I will not go in. Mm-hmm. Because I don't know what I'll be facing. Because whatever they have can jump on me, and that, you know, because it's already a sense of intimidation. Mm-hmm. However, I know that, you know, people don't believe in stuff like this because it's Halloween and people don't know. Can you put it where we could see the people when they come call, if they should call in or something? I know people don't believe in that, but you know what? Baby Cone and I made it. We don't care if nobody shows up. Mm-hmm. We plan on showing up. And I think just like anything else, if you show up and be there on time, people will show. But back to what I was saying about the Halloween thing. I'm very sensitive and tapping on spirits that don't want to be messed with, because you don't know what they have. You don't know what their broken piece is. So if they don't want me to go in or they're not paying me, that's why you pay. If you're not paying me, that's a seal that says you're saying, here, I'll pay you X, Y, Z, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to tell you what I see. I'm going to tell you what or hear, or I'm going to tell you what I feel, or I'm going to tell you what I taste, because it's going to come and it comes, or what I write. It's going to come in. So you pay because it's on you. A lot of them, they just put the money on the table because that's the transaction. So when I go in, that's why you pay, and you could do it for free if you want, but but once you pay, that's your contract. You wrote in blood, exactly. That I'm willing to, whatever you tell me, I'm willing to deal with it, whether it's good or bad. I'm paying for you to do that, and that's why they pay. That's the way I was taught. That's why you pay. They normally, you tell them what the fee is. You lay it on the table. They take it, and you begin your reading.
That's how it should be done.
And that way, the contract is a spiritual contract. You paid. In other words, you're saying, I'm opening up myself. I want you to go in, get whatever you need, and whatever that reader is, or psychic, or whatever, they should tell you how much time they're going to give you before you pay. It's a spiritual contract. They have to let you know how much time that you're paying for, and what they are willing to do, or what they're going to do, or what they can do. And they should also have a slot open for you to ask questions.
You know what? That is a fair point.
And it may even be I'm only going to allow you 3 questions.
Okay.
Or whatever they do, they may say you have 4 questions, because remember, every time you ask a question, they have to read.
That's true.
So you have to pay for all of that, if that makes sense.
Yes,
but long as these rules are set in stone, and most readers just give you the price up and add the questions and all of that in. And honestly, this is my opinion, before I even go to a therapist, I would rather go to a renowned psychic or a spiritual reader. Why? Because they're going to go in and they're going to talk about the spiritual matter, what's going on in the inside, and what's the darkness around you. And they can help you see. Then, once I assess the program, I will see a therapist. Because you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's smart.
Because why bother to see a therapist and I don't know what's bothering me? What if I don't know what's bothering me?
Yep, true. That's why you end up going through so many sessions to talk it.
There it is. But if I go to a reader, a good one, or even an astrologer, they even better. So if I go to an astrologer or astrologer reader, let them talk to you. And if you feel like they touched on that, they feel, because if you find yourself crying, or you find yourself, they're touching you. So then you see where your problem is, then you can get a therapist. But I think, and I found, going to a therapist and you don't know what's wrong with you, and you just sad or mad or whatever, and either they're going to give you some kind of medication to calm you so you can go through these dark spaces, or you just eventually you done spend 6 weeks in trying to figure it out. But if you already know or 8 weeks or 4 weeks, but if you already know what your problem is, in about a week or 2, you could be cured, because she can give you a way to look at it, because she's the professional, and she or he can give you the direction that you need to take on a particular thing.
Honestly, that's how it should function. But of course, they're not going to.
They're going to talk against the soothsayers, the real ones, because you got some fake ones out there. But I'm going to say this, and I'm going to stick out on the limb and say this before we go on with our programming.
Okay.
But it is Halloween, and I have to give homage to Halloween.
Yes.
Even if you fake, I think you're being real. That's deep.
Yep, that's true.
Can I say it?
Yep, say it.
Infinite waters.
Yes.
You have to Even if they fake, they not real. They say they faking.
Mm-hmm.
They are faking at what they do. But even in their fakeness,
Yeah.
it could be real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But remember, you know what's real because you'll feel it. You know. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know. Just like a liar can tell a lie, and that person be like how he know? Well, they lied. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And somebody felt they were talking about them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I hope that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Like they say, if the shoe
So,
fits.
huh?
I said, like they say, if the shoe fits.
So I want to get more into just talk about a little bit about the gift of reading cards. I think it's wonderful. I think it's a lifelong thing. If you ever decide to do it, just study, 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 study. It's a lifelong. People say you don't need to know the cards. I disagree. I think the more you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
Yeah, because you're always going to be able to pull from those different aspects when you need it.
Absolutely. And building on cards. So I think reading cards is an art. And even though a lot of people don't believe in it, they don't even believe in astrology. But you got to understand, there was a time we didn't have modern medicine, and people lived their lives by it.
That's true.
They lived their lives by prophecies. They lived their lives by witches in the kitchen. You call them witches, I call them healers, in the kitchen making magic potions.
Yeah.
We seen it in that movie. What was it?
It's gonna come to me. Sinners.
Sinners.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I grew up knowing people like that. So that was always in my DNA. So, and you know, once upon a time I told you about the story that I saw the witch. Shook me. I was young. But nevertheless, so let's just get on to it. We done said that. No, go ahead, please.
Yes, I would like to share what I learned about Halloween.
Oh, please.
Because I was just asking Mama Crone off camera earlier today about Halloween and questioning the traditions of giving out candy and dressing up and how did this become a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
right,
Mama Crone mentioned the fact that it was all Halloween was about celebration of the dead. However, we realized that they coincide, like Halloween happens and then the next day it's the Day of the Dead.
But it fits.
It does fit. However, Halloween, the tradition of wearing costumes was originally to ward off spirits. So I found that very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I want to do some more research about that because how is dressing up in costumes? Well, I get it. If you think about traditional costumes, they do have particular costumes that they wear that is used to ward off spirits. And first off, on the card say, "Hey, Crown.
I love bug. How you doing? Happy Halloween to you.
That's amazing.
Happy almost winter, going into winter solstice.
Yes, she said Happy Ancestors Day, day of honoring the
Yes,
ancestors.
it is. Yes, it is. We was just getting ready to get into it, but she already did. We was going to say the Day of the Dead for us is about honoring our ancestors. We was just getting ready to get into it, but there she goes. Another great and powerful reader. Yes. Please visit her station. Her name is, go ahead.
All in the Cards.
All in the Cards. Purple logo. That tells you something.
Yes, that's a very nice spiritual color.
Very spiritual, very strong, very royal too. So we love you. I try to catch you as much as I can. I really, really do. I love you, sweetie. She is someone that supports us.
Yes,
see, that's goodness. And goodness like that will only be blessed.
Yes.
So
that was pretty much it that I had learned about Halloween. So it's all about the transitioning, which is honestly a great period.
And that the people that do celebrate the Day of the Dead, they are honoring their ancestors. And what is so wrong with that? Nothing. You know, sometimes we get so caught up in Christian doctrine that, you know, why would I not want to honor my grandmother that has been dead for 50 years?
Right, yes.
And I knew her. Why wouldn't I want to take? I mean, that doesn't make sense. We honor dead presidents. We put them on our money. You don't have a problem with spending it. Yes. So also, I don't understand why it is a thing. I don't get that. However,
on the card said, I put food out today and light a candle.
Oh,
May all continue to prosper with abundance. I know that's right.
thank you.
Thank you.
What we do, I burn money.
Yes, she does.
I burn money. Matter of fact, I'll burn some I'll burn some right now. Keep talking.
Okay. So with Halloween and talking about the traditions of ancestors, it makes sense during this time and period of a transition from the nice liveliness of summer, and now we're in fall, but now fall's getting ready to transition into that winter, which is like a dead period. So through all of that, Halloween symbolizes honoring across. Speaking of other holidays, we have Thanksgiving, which is a worldly holiday I feel like everybody looks over, so I'm giving its time, praise, and honor right now. And during this time of the coziness, the coldness of
I just
the
got a little
weather.
bit of money. Sorry.
That's
I just
okay.
got I was rude. I'm sorry. I just got a little bit of money. It's not real money, but it's you just
Yeah,
buy it
that
in bulk.
ancestral money.
Ancestral. And this is what I do. As you can see, it's already ashes in there.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do, go ahead, baby, finish them with you. I'm sorry for being rude.
Oh, it's okay. But I was saying that during this time of transition from fall to winter, and with the colder temperatures, it really begs you to go more within inside yourself, within your home, get around the people that you love and care for, and why not honor those that have passed on during that time and
Why
period.
not? And just in remembrance. And I do it often. So
Ooh.
I'm going to light one, but I always like to light this money for my ancestors, because just in case on the other side, they may need some money. This is somebody, the way we know this isn't real.
Mm-hmm.
This is not real because they are gone. They are in spirit, but in this life, they are very much alive, and they live big in me because I house their DNA. And because I live,
Yes.
they live. And because baby Crone live and have a sibling, that DNA is still living and traveling.
That's true.
Even if you adopt it in, it's still traveling through the DNA by a ritual. You understand?
Spiritual.
It's spiritual. So here, this is for my ancestors that may need something to eat or whatever. They may be hungry, or they may be struggling in their lives or whatever. Here is some money for them. Yes. I'd like to put it in there and let them have their money. Yes, this also magic. Is, and you know what? And for baby Crone and me, I like to lay a blessing on us that we will prosper and grow in spirit. And I burn that to them. And I ask the ancestors to continue to keep us in good stead. And of course, for all the lost people, I like to put a little money in for those that are lost, like the homeless, yes, the widows, the widowers, the little boys and the little girls that are lost in spirit. Yes. I like to pray for them too, and that they may be blessed and that they can find their peace. And the last, I have to end it with thank you. Thank you, ancestors, for showing up and showing out for us all the time. We so appreciate that. We ask that you receive it all in goodness. We thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, ancestors.
Sunflowers.
Thank you, ancestors.
Yes, thank you.
And then I let that do what it do. And I'll sit that there. I hope you enjoyed that.
I sure did enjoy
that.
So that was really nice.
Give money. And I give money, and I keep water or something like that. I give money, I give water or something like that. So I did a ritual. So yes, all in the cards put out food. Did you like that, baby?
Yep, she said Ashe.
Ashe, my friend. Ashe. So I like to teach people, you can buy that money. You can get it off of Amazon. You want it to look real. You know, because when you're doing these rituals, you're doing them because you really believe it. Yes. And the only way it's going to work, you got to believe. Even if nobody else believes, you're sending that energy forth, and it's taking power. And so therefore, I burn money. That's what I do. Ancestors to my ancestors. And I know because of that, they're going to bless me. Yes. They always bless me. So is there anything you want to say? And baby Crone as well, because she comes and burn too. I do. That was such a good ritual and conversation
that we have to switch it and talk about world news now.
Okay, we're going to talk about some world news, and please call in.
Yes.
Now, we're going to talk about SNAP.
Mm-hmm.
So there are states that's willing to give the government. Now, what is stamps? I think it's supplemental food, something, SNAP, and supplemental something. It's got something to do with
supplemental nutrition assistance program.
Right. And what it is for those that have a hard time buying food. Now, hate me or love me or whatever, but I gotta speak the truth. I have to. Okay. All in the cards, you know when I say that, you're going to say it's true. I'm not judging nobody. You all knew this day was coming. I have talked about it. Other people have talked about it. Other bloggers talked about it. We knew this day was coming. We knew 6 months ago that this day, even Pack say something. When you go to the market, put a bag of rice to the side or put this aside.
Yes.
You had enough. You knew, buy turkey. Mm-hmm. And I'm not whipping you. I'm not beating you. It's a tragic.
It is.
It's tragic. It's to see these people on YouTube crying, women, because of food.
Yep, all in the cards say yes. She agreed.
We talked about it. This is the thing that makes my soul cry. Because I said, this is what you buy. This is what you don't buy. Get your, we like turkey burgers. Mm-hmm. I can't find a turkey burger nowhere. Now, maybe you got them. Now, our number one market here where I live, supposed to be an upscale market.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That sells everything. What is it called? Wegmans. Now, the next market is in Towson, but that is a whole health food store. Mm-hmm. And I forgot what that's called.
Trader Joe's.
No, not Trader Joe's. I think it's
Whole Foods.
Whole Foods.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, and I can't find them, but because I listened, they said there are things that's going to go up. If you get a bag of chocolate, it can cost you $11, $12, $13. There are things that's going up. I haven't had just a regular grapefruit. Can't find it.
True.
So they've been telling us seasonings. It's happening. And it's so sad because especially those that have food stamps. You could go to the market and buy one extra thing and store it.
That's true.
But I hope you learn, because the government is definitely going to give something in some of these states.
Yes,
they tell them about it.
Yes. The states that still are taking SNAP benefits. Mm-hmm. Looking that up.
And then you have, while she's looking up, there are people that were saying that they were willing to go out and steal and take the groceries out. I'm telling you, you have to prepare for a rainy day. Mm-hmm. And it was so sad that nobody listened.
No,
people listen. But I'm saying what I saw on TikTok, they take it for granted. And you get food stamps. So you say, well, I only get $50. Out of $50, you can't take $5 and buy a big bag of rice.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
You out of $50, you can't buy a box of potatoes that you have to mash or a bag.
Okay, I like that. Mm-hmm.
You can't just put down some flour, just a bag of flour, a bag of sugar. Do I make sense?
Yes.
A can of potted meat like salmon in a can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Tuna.
That's true.
Orders of noodles. And just say, I'm going to store this up in a storage bin, just in case.
Yes, don't forget a case of water.
Just a case of water. Just take $5, $10, $8. Say I can take. You can't do that. Okay. No, you can't. Yes, you can. Baby Crone and I have done that.
We have, yes.
I've had water. That's why I don't like water in plastic. We have bottles of water that's halfway down because we had them so long.
Yes, evaporated.
But it's water, and water never go bad.
That is true.
They have an expiration date on it. But I would rather drink water than to drink it out of one of them straws. Hold on, let me go get them and show one talk.
Oh, okay. Well, as I sit here and try to find some of the states, I did hear that they were just a few states. However, in the state that we're currently living in, I'm not sure about the. My gosh, she really did bring it out.
To prepare. Just in case.
Mm-hmm. Let me see that.
And you can only get so many things out of them. So that they're saying it filters your water. So let's say you have to drink from a lake.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that is true.
I don't trust it, but
in times of need, you get desperate enough.
I'm sure it'll never clean it thoroughly, but it's supposed to filter. But it's so many you get out of that before that filter is no good.
Fair enough.
But the directions is on it, and need be, I would sit down and read everything from the front to the back before I use it.
That's true.
But my point is, and it's sad because a lot of people did not heed the warning.
Although All in the Car says that it has been overturned now, and they will get it in November.
That's what I said. They have did it, but certain states.
She also has one, apparently.
Where she have? She
said I also have one.
Never know.
And I've been telling folks to prepare for things like this for years also.
And so when it happens, and we're so used to it. And here's another thing. Let me jump a minute. We are in another island, like it's not a country, but they're in Jamaica.
Yep, Jamaica.
And Jamaica was having this horrible storm. Horrible storm. Bless you, baby.
Thank you.
I forgot I catched up easy. This is a small room. Ancestors healing.
I blame it on the flu shot.
Oh, okay. So that lost my train of thought. What was it?
Talking about Jamaica and Hurricane Melissa that
came
through.
So many, not all, so many Americans, white and black, were complaining while the little bit of food they had, what they had.
That's true.
And you know what? They may have not been able to eat themselves. Do you understand? I felt embarrassed because that's not who we are. Not all of us. And I hate when you start lumping us up as one.
Yeah.
I would never, ever, as a matter of fact, in a storm like that, I don't even think I would be hungry. I'm trapped and I can't get out. I don't think I would be thinking about food. I think I would just go into that closet they call a prayer closet. I think I would meditate. That's what I would be doing for all those people. That's me. What about you, baby Crow?
Yes, because honestly, well, first off, I'm just going to say it straight up. TikTok and the internet and the media, at this point, I really have to agree. Is it real or is it AI? Because at this point, there are some people in off of TikToks that I've seen it from people in Jamaica saying that it was U.S. propaganda and that Hurricane Melissa wasn't as devastating as it was. But then I see other TikToks of this massive hurricane and strong winds coming through Jamaica. So I'm like, which one is it? I'm like, and then some of them are making jokes out there.
They even had Jamaicans out there saying, look at us, ain't nothing. Y'all don't pray for us.
Exactly.
Keep your prayers to yourself. We're fine over here. We were hearing stuff like that. But I have to talk about those that was destroyed. Those that did lose lives. I'm sorry, but you don't have a say over my soul. If my soul feel weary for what I see, then that's my soul. That ain't got nothing to do with you. You Jamaican, you over there where you are, you're fortunate. But it's bigger than you.
I like that.
You know,
You should call
so
it the Jamaican propaganda trying to gaslight us.
but maybe they wasn't affected by it. You know, I remember a few years back when we first moved here, I saw a river run down with Ellicott City in Maryland, and my mom neighborhood, she lived in the city, but the outer skirts in the city, you know.
Mhm.
And that's how I grew up. I didn't grow up in the inner city. I grew out like here and then county, like we were just like that. So she lived on the outer skirts. So when the flood came roaring from that county, it came through my mother's neighborhood, and I couldn't get to it because I would have drowned and my car would have been washed away.
Mm-hmm.
And to know that my mom was there in that house, I was mortified. So unless you've had an experience,
that's true,
or been through something like that, you can't imagine the horror of it. It's horrible. I was where I couldn't get to her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but she was fine. But her whole basement was gone. I mean, there, but everything was ruined.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. Yeah.
Yeah. All these natural disasters that are happening lately.
Are they generated or are they natural?
You're right.
We don't know. We don't know if they geostorms. We don't know.
We don't know at this point what it's doing, what is going on, what's true, what's real, especially with this government shutdown. It seems like a whole lot of secrets are getting exposed about what's been happening behind closed doors.
The government says that the Democrats doing this, and the Democrats saying the Republicans is doing it. And until they become one, united with the people, we're going to have this problem, even with the people. And honestly, I'm going to say it, and you all may not agree with me, and this is my opinion. I feel we shouldn't talk about the presidents, not when they're in office. I think it makes other countries disrespect us. I think it makes us look bad. I don't care if who, and I don't care. Even if I don't like you. Once you take that seat, I think you should be respected.
Mm-hmm, yep,
I don't have to like what you do. I don't have to, but I don't think we should dog out our president before the world.
Mm-hmm. He's still an authority figure.
Whoever that is. The Trump today, it'll be somebody tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot of Democrats are believing that he's not going to get out of the White House and that he is going to serve more than 8 years. They feel as though he's going to get another 4 years. Well, let me assure you, I assure you that is not going to happen. Mm-hmm. The Constitution A won't allow it. But beyond that, that man is old.
Fair enough.
He will die in that chair. Either way was what I'm saying. He won't last long in that chair. He's going to become feeble. I don't care. Death is imminent. He will not be around forever.
That's true.
That's how I see it. So even if he took it for another 4 years, I'd be surprised if he do another 4 years. Mm-hmm. Without his mind going. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of stress on an old body.
Yes, if we had a problem with our president being old, why would we elect yet again another old president?
Why? Because people feel as though that he won't get elected, but he is going to make himself stay there.
I don't know. People are like expecting a dictatorship.
A dictator. I don't. So please, you definitely can call in and voice your opinion and let the world hear what you have to say. But nevertheless, maybe one day you'll be comfortable enough to do so. Mm-hmm. So we'll just keep on ratting along. So at the end we're going to lighten it up because we're going to talk about something light, and that is the Braxtons. So I'm telling you right now, we're ending on the Braxtons. I have no other choice.
Oh yes.
When I thought the Ocephos was it, the Braxtons. Mm-hmm. Woo!
Out the water.
They done gone too far. So if you don't know, stay tuned. We're going to get you caught up.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And because they in the state of Maryland, and I am sick and tired of them giving Maryland. I'm about to move from Maryland. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. But go ahead.
Mm-hmm. They think everybody from Baltimore is all about scrappling.
And you know what I think? I don't know. Maybe the people from Georgia feel the same way when they see their housewives.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Because when I think of Georgia, this is why I won't move to Georgia, whether it's true or false. I'm just saying their representation. And I just see it, that it's a place where you could catch AIDS. This is what I hear.
That's what they
and your man is not safe. You never know who's straight and who gay. This is not a place to come to find a mate.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
That's what I heard. And for that, now Georgia wasn't like that like 30, 40 years ago. But it's like that now, allegedly.
Yeah,
I don't know. So what I'm saying all that to say, it could scare you to move to a state by the way it is represented.
Yes.
With people that allegedly have money or class or status. And so these are people in Potomac that have class and status, and you look at each individual and how they are behaving, it's frightening.
It is.
And then you done had Kern Hoogler.
Yes.
You done had, and then you have New Jersey, which is not far from us, but you have New Jersey. You just got all this stuff going on, and it just makes me feel yucky about it. But we'll talk about it. So what else we said we're going to talk about? Oh, this is some lighthearted news. Baby Crone wanted to talk about it. Tia and Tamara.
Yes. Apparently they have a home goods collaboration together, and it's rooted in nostalgia. They did a commercial for it. It's for the holiday seasons, of course. It was really beautiful and nice to see Tia and Tamara back together.
It was, but I didn't think that they would stay apart long. I asked Baby Crone and I asked you, who you think made the first move, Tia or Tamara?
You heard my answer.
I think it was Tia. I think, but who knows? It could have been Tamara.
Yeah,
I love her.
I mean,
I love her.
I just couldn't. As I told Mama Crone, I just can't see Tamara doing something that Tia didn't like, and that's why she decided to cut her out her life for a short period. So sorry, Tia, you are the problem in my opinion. Moving on from that one, but it was really great. It was really nice. They had on Pink. I really want to see this interview that they did, because allegedly they said that they reminisced on nostalgia, like Twitches and their family life growing up and holiday foods that their mom cooked during when they was growing up. So they had like a whole nice sister moment. So I really want to see this interview where they had this detailed conversation. But outside of that, it was really great to see.
Right. Anything else?
I know that was it for Tia and Tamara.
Is there anything mild that's going on?
Well, this is mild. I saw it in news passing, but Travis Hunter, the football player.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Allegedly, he's going to be sitting out for 4 games due
Why?
to a knee injury. Yes.
Okay.
Already early in his career.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anything
I wonder
else?
how his wife is taking that. Anyway.
Well, anyway, we got another one here. Kim Kardashian. She's supposed to be passing the bar. We'll know for sure next month.
Yes, I think
which
so.
is tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
So we'll be knowing then whether she passed the bar. Honestly and truthfully, TMZ half believe that she will and half believe she won't.
That is true.
Because they're saying that it is impossible to pass it, especially in her case where she haven't gone to school and she has failed so many other times. However, she could be the dark horse and win. So will Kimberly pass the bar?
Yes, pull some cards.
Why not? It's Halloween. I'm just going to do something quick. Will Kimberly pass the bar? This is just, I don't know. Yes. What do I think? Do I think she will? I'm going to say I think she will.
Oh, okay.
She may not, of course. This is just me doing a premonition.
All the cards said yes.
You think she's going to pass it?
Yes. Y'all think she does.
What do you think? You think she's not?
No.
All right. The negative card will be a no, and the positive card will be a yes. Baby Crone, you have to cut it. Make it. I think you need to cut it. Just one good cut. There we go. Oh, you did that nice and easy. I did. Oh, and slapped. And she slapped it. Go ahead. Here we go.
Okay.
Ooh. Ooh.
It is an ooh.
This is a ooh. And the reason why I'm going to say it's a ooh, because it's not a positive And it's not a
Exactly.
negative.
It's a waiting.
It's
Observing.
a waiting and anticipation, as if to say, when I get this, I have accomplished everything I've ever wanted to accomplish.
That would be true in her case.
So right there, that just let me know it's not a yes, it's not a no. And fire is filled with anticipation and waiting with bated breath. Let's see. Should I draw another?
Yes.
Okay. I can't win. So here you got the Fool. So if the Fool show up, the Fool deals with what? Innocence, naivete, believing that it's going to win. What?
I'm laughing. All the cards pulled some cards too.
What you get? What you get?
She says she got the 6 of Wands.
Okay.
Wow,
well, she
got
did
the
get
Hangman.
wands. She did get wands like me. Okay.
And she got the Hangman, which is another major arcana.
Which is another major arcana. Okay, I'm going to pull one more, and then we do our reading. Here's my one. Oh, I got wands again. Ooh,
Okay.
That's a 7. And I can tell you what I think about my 7s. Go ahead. What did she get?
We're waiting for her to respond.
Okay. Come on, because I have a 7. Come on, girlfriend.
7, 8.
I have
9,
a 2,
which is a 9,
a 0, and a 7.
Yeah.
7, 8, 9. So my number is a 9, which is, if I have to go by numerology, she would have failed. Why? Because she would have almost passed it, but she would have missed it. If I were to go by a number, because the number 9 is the end of a cycle, but she haven't hit the number 10 to say that the cycle is over. It's like when a mother's carrying a baby. She carries that baby for 9 months.
Yeah.
And then any time before that is premature, right? It's latent. It's not, it's there, but it's not fully developed. So here with the number 9, it's just about to be birthed, but I have to go because the Fool showed up. And when the Fool showed up, that's a 0. So I can't even count it in as a number. Yeah. So as a 9, meaning she did good. But according to the number 9, not good enough. Maybe it's good enough to pass. Almost. But either I'm going to say passing is 100. Or do I say a 9 is passing? Do I grade it like the world, or do I grade it like, what do you think?
Well, first off, all the cards had pulled the 2 of Cups.
Oh,
and then she broke it down saying that if you add up the 6 of Cups, the 12, the Hangman, then the 2 of Cups, that equals a 20.
And that's a 2. See, she even got a lower number.
Yep. And she said Kim had her father's help in the spiritual realm, so she will get it with help.
Do you think she passed though? Because I got the number 9, and the number 9 represents, it's not you're at the end of a cycle, but you haven't completed it. It's like, because you need that 10 so you can transfer. So she doesn't have that double digit. So yes, she have a 9. It's very strong for her, but it's a 9. It's like 99 and a half won't do.
Yeah, but she has 3 2s if you think about it, because you pulled out the 2 of Wands,
right?
And then on the cards pulled out the 2 of Cups. But then when all the cards added up her cards, that's a 20, which is another 2.
Another
so
2.
That's 3 2s.
3 2s. So, and even with the 2, what does that mean? What does that mean? That mean the number 2. If I'm looking at it through the numerology, that if I'm going from 1 to 2, but if I look at the 2 on the 2 of Cups, what do the 2 of Cups look like? The 2 of, no, that's not the one that's holding the cups with their hands wrapped. Is that the 2 of Cups?
Yes, the 2 people holding cups.
So that to me is that her father is there supporting her, guiding her, if I look at it from that viewpoint.
Yep, that's what all in the cards got. But,
right.
What he says here is that 3 2s represent a segregation or keeping yourself apart from each other, from others. So I'm not sure if that means Kim is going to be standing out, or if she's just left out of the circle, as in she didn't get a chance.
It just seems to me, and like I said, everything we say is allegedly, because we don't know. We're just like playing with cards. But this is how you get better at them.
That's true.
So But because here I see that 7, and whenever I see the 7, I don't care what suit it's in, especially in the swords, I see nothing but the 7 deadly sins. That's for me, for my 7s. However, I have to put it in its proper place, and I have to put in a 7. And what I do with this 7, it seems like she worked hard for it.
She did.
She worked hard for it. She put in the effort for it. She put in the effort for it. But I don't know if it's a block and her father is blocking with the Fool to say, she did it her way. I'm not going to reveal to you what the number will be. We don't know. So with the 3, I'm saying here, as she stand in trepidation, I kind of feel as though she probably doesn't want anyone to know. And so I think she put a block. However, she worked hard, and I think that I can try and pull one more card to see if it blends. And that way I would have an even 4, right?
Okay,
I would have a 4. You definitely can pull an oracle. But matter of fact, you pull the oracle. Yes. I won't even pull the card. Right, just pull the oracle. You're right. Because I forget that we have Lil Monty over there.
I love him.
So pull the oracle. Because right now, it just looked like she toiled for it. She worked for it. But it's like on one, her back is turned. So I'm not seeing it like that.
Mm-hmm. All right, one card. It fell out. It represents gray skies, which is all about being unclear.
That's what the cards are saying.
An overcast. Maybe there could be some bad news, but it's all just...
It's not what I'm getting. Mm-hmm. Because even in her card, you see here that the sky is gray. So I'm going to have to say, with all the signs of it, it seems like she may have to try again. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah. We don't want anybody to fail.
No, I don't want no one to fail. She worked hard for it. She worked hard. She went into this thing open-hearted. Yep. It has taken her years. Yep. She wasn't in it. It took her years to do this.
She came full circle to realize that she wanted to be a lawyer.
And after all of this, she'll never be like a lawyer. She will, but she will never be, because it's always going to be, you ain't get your lawyer's degree. Mm-hmm. You got it, but you went the back way. We went and paid our dues. We learned the law, So, and the thing is, she's doing it, but how is she going to use it? I think for now, it's just another notch in her belt. I think Kim wants to be an actress. And I think that they are doing everything they can to hype her movie. I mean, the hype that they put the best stars in it. Mm-hmm. So if you put the best stars in it, that shows me she can't stand on her own. Only thing with Kim, and I'm going to say it, and this is the same thing I had with Beyonce. The reason why it's hard for me to look at them is because of their accent. That Caliban accent, it's just... No, if she could change it, mm-hmm. or change her image.
Yes. But of course not. They make parts that are Kim.
They make parts that are her. So that's not acting to me. You're just phasing in a part. But we'll get to see if she convincing. And I'm going to keep an open mind, because if I like something, I like it. But if she comes on the screen, because I don't dislike her at all. If she comes on the screen, I'm just always like, it's hard because she comes with so much baggage.
She really does.
And so it's hard for me to see her as a clean slate. Mm-hmm. She got so much baggage on her that it's be hanging off of her. Yeah. So it's hard for me to see her. Mm-hmm. And she's acting, but she's doing skims, and she got coochie thongs with hair and nipples, and it's hard, and you never know if she's going to pose with her legs open or her legs closed. Is she going to show her behind? So it's hard, but I don't see anywhere why she's trying to get away from that sex symbol.
Exactly.
I don't see that.
Not at all.
So I don't know. If I was going to court, would I take her seriously, and going into court, dealing with people that have worked and spent time, and they didn't get there because they had money and they can hire professors, but they worked, or their family sent them to school. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how she'll fare in the real world, Or it seems to me that she would probably get into something where she'll back it, like a program.
Okay.
That instead of working for, she'll work for an organization
I can see
and a
that.
movement like that.
She was trying to get into prison reform. So
Yeah, I
that would
think
be
something like that where she's in the background, where she needs law. But I think that if it starts to overwhelm her, I wonder, will she stick with it, or will she goes back to acting, or will she go back to magazine modeling?
You're right. That's a good question. But I think she's hopefully no, she hasn't realized that her body is aging out. But
She's aging out. She really is. But she's 40. She already 45. And can you imagine just in the next 5 years, she'll be 50. Jesus.
I know that's scary to think about.
I'm scared to think about my own age in 5 years. So
yeah, it starts getting real when you look at your age.
But the comfort and knowing is that everybody else around me getting old too in 5 years.
That's true.
It ain't just a me thing.
That's true.
I mean, everybody else done got old. I ain't by myself. We're in it together. Some of us are older than others, but we all getting there. And that's the goal, is to grow old gracefully.
I like that, yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, let me just put, these cards are falling out. I had the tower, the cup.
The Mary Poppins.
They was popping like popcorn. But we'll see what the deal is with Kim.
Yes, we will.
So we'll see. I say, I hope that she passed, but I don't think that, I think that the cards wasn't clear. It was just like a block. Like I said, sometimes you get those blocks that just don't
even
want you to know.
Said it.
Huh?
I said
even the oracle just don't want you to know, and I have to be satisfied with that. So I'm going to say, within my intuitiveness, what I believe, I think because of the shadiness and the darkness and the gray of it all, she's not going to pass it. However, I could be wrong, but the cards said it was a veil.
Mm-hmm.
So be clear on that.
Yep, that was good. I'm enjoying this live recap.
You enjoying it?
Yes, I am.
Okay. If something else fall apart me, I'm just going to take a couple of cards out and read on her. But who else we have?
The next person we have on the list is Tyler Perry, speaking about giving away.
About that church thing. Go ahead. You could tell the story.
So Pastor Marvin was asking for
his pilgrim, his congregation.
Yes. For 1,000 or 2,000.
No, he was asking for, he had lines, and the line was for 2,000, and I guess another line was for 1,000, and I guess another line would have been for 500. Gotcha. And then another line would have been for 300, like that. And to the lowest, 500 could have been the lowest, 300 could have been the lowest, 250 or 100. I don't know, but I've been to those things where, and I'm telling you, for me, they are very embarrassing. Because no, not for the lady, but for me, because when I went, I didn't know that that's what they do. And I was caught up in a session. It was an evening service that I went to, some church in Maryland. It wasn't his, because he's not in Maryland. I don't know where he's at, but it was could have been Reverend Reed or something. It was many years ago. And they did this. And I didn't have no money. I had like $25 or something. I didn't have no money on me. I was going to church. And even if I did, I didn't have $1,000. At that time, they was asking, this was back in the 90s. They was asking for 1,000. And to me, that's more than what my paycheck was. By the time they took everything out, you know what I mean? More than what I brought home. May have been what I made, but by the time they gouged out everything, and I couldn't afford it, So then they lowered it again to 500. I couldn't have it. So then they lowered it again. So I was hoping that they would lower it to $10. They didn't. They didn't. So as you see, I don't want to dog the churches, but as you see, I just don't have nothing good to say about those organized religions. Those are not the churches I grew up in. I grew up in a church where they used to have the little tent thing and you walk it around and people put their pennies, their quarters, their dollars or whatever, and that's all. Now they hang out baskets and you march around. And or I said, you said no, they used to send that little plate,
Yep.
one on each side, and that's what the poor church lived on, whatever that was. I've gone to Messianic churches. They don't ask for money. You just take what you have to pay and you put it in the box in the church. There is no what you call it. But these other churches, and if you ask me, what do I think of it? What do I think of it? This is me. I think this man is wealthy. I think this man drives an expensive car. I think this man lives in a wonderful house. And I think if you don't know today that these things has been taken care of, like, in other words, like, you shouldn't have to give your money for him to buy a new church. Your tithes and your offerings should do that.
Yes.
Your tithes and offerings. And if your tithes and offerings are not doing that, then he's asking way more than what he should. He should be living according to his means. But when you can ask your congregation for $1,000, $2,000, that means you got a pretty much an organization that is willing to do anything for you, and that you got a church that work, that's willing to sacrifice for you like that.
Yeah, indeed.
I am not willing to sacrifice for no man in the church that's acting like he's God's son. I will not give you my last. And in times like this, either he's building something or whatever, I feel as though it's sacrilegious.
Yeah, not in these days' time.
In these days and times, are your arrogant ass is really going to build a church or memorial or whatever? Because what you need that money for? Did it say what he need the money for?
I'll look into that. However, Tyler Perry seemed like
Tyler Perry gave him and came and justified that and gave him $100K.
Yes.
Because I guess when the church start doing stuff like that, they begging. Well, Tyler Perry, please, Mr. Tyler Perry, can you give me $100,000?
Yeah, please.
Thank you. You want to know what I would do with it? I would think that I would like to put on a new roof. I've been wanting a new roof since I moved here, and changing the color. And also, I would like to, if I had enough, Tyler Perry, I'd like to remodel my kitchen. And I would like to make my dining room and my kitchen one space. I would like that, Tyler Perry. Thank you for your generosity of spirit. And that's going to good soil.
Yes, it will be well used.
Well used, I promise. See, that's what I'm saying. You give it to the churches and but there are people in the world. Why don't you have raffles or something for the needy?
Yes.
To give to the rich or to give to those that have, you haven't done nothing at all. You just gave to an organization that takes from its people. And that lady said, I'll give it for you. She was not offended by it.
No.
Well, that's her love. If that's why I say I'm not judging that woman. If that's where you still want to be and you want to live and die in that mindset and it worked for you, stay there. Who am I to say leave? If it worked for you, stay there. That's my thing.
Yes.
Don't leave nothing if it worked. I don't care what nobody said. Nobody, that's your soul at the end.
Yeah, that is true. I can't find exactly what he needed the money for.
I bet you it's about enough building a church when they ask for money like that.
I think it is to build another church.
I wouldn't be surprised. However, I don't know. I don't know. But when they ask it for money like that, it's definitely about building something.
Yeah, most definitely. Wild and crazy.
So let's just get into this. So that was it. So let's talk about it. Please, if you're watching or you just happen to tune in right now while we're live, please I got to talk about this Tamar thing. Okay. Okay. Now, I don't know if we saw tonight's episode or not. I don't know. I thought I did because I'm blown away.
Yes.
But see, if I say something, it looked like I hate Tamar. Tamar came in that place with her envelopes. She was ready to start some beef.
She really was.
You all come on. I know you Tamartians. You have to tell it the way it is. This behavior is unacceptable. And to the point that Tony got so upset with her that she rose up from the table and got real nigglet on her.
She did.
I never seen her blow a cork like that. That's just like me jumping up. Never.
Yeah.
Fighting is not the way. Oh, baby Cone jumping up. That meant you provoked her. You provoked her, and I didn't like it.
No, not at all.
I don't like it. I don't like the way that y'all not showing up for Tawanda.
Yes.
I don't like it.
Mess of a thing.
And like she said, Tony, you knew months ago.
Yes, 8 months to be
She didn't even take the time. I'm telling you, whenever it's a time where they got to film, Tony always working.
Always.
I think she should have put out for her sister's wedding.
She really should
have. I do think she should have done that. She could have done that. See, that's what you call, to me, that's not love. You put your world before this one thing.
I mean, she even said it herself. She was like, I'm gonna try to squeeze your bridal shower in. And then due to last minute circumstances, because Angie Stone had passed away and her and Tony shared the same team, she had to redo her whole
because the other dancers had to go. I don't know why I guess she couldn't say anything about Angie Stone, but they had already mentioned it. I think she should have explained that to her sister.
Yes.
Because that made sense. They all share the same dancers. Angie Stone died, and so the dancers are in grief. Yeah. This just recently happened. And so that affected her dancers. Yeah. So, but
that's what happens when you try to squeeze somebody into your schedule.
Well, Angie Stone died. You can't blame that. True. And these are dancers. And so they were affected. And it was sad. It was very sad. But like I said, I don't know if you all got to see this, but I saw this somewhere on YouTube.
Yes.
Just as clear as a button.
Yeah, 42 minutes.
42 minutes of entertainment. They showed the full fighting part. Tamar kicked Trina and pulled her. You seen her hair jerk back. She could have broke her neck.
She really could have.
You seen her hair get snatched back.
Tamar came in like,
and the thing is, Tamar came ready. And like, when she said, and then when Tamar, because Tony stepped out of it and said, Tony, she said, don't go there.
She did.
Please don't go there. But she's going to still say the name.
Yep.
I think it's Birdman.
Yeah, they tried bleeping it out, but
we could be wrong. We could allegedly.
I heard
they
said
Bird. No, you didn't hear Birdman.
No, I heard Erdman when they was trying to like bleep it out because like she was saying stuff.
I believe you heard Erdman because she can hear anything.
So I'm just like, I think it really was Birdman. I was in disbelief. I was like, oh my God.
And then we found out by Debrat that said that Tamar and Birdman was an item and dated back in 2003, I believe. But Tony has been knowing him, I think, ever since 2007 when they did that song together. So he's been in their lives for a long time. But the fact that this is some Kardashian stuff.
Yeah.
Did Tony, we don't know. Did Tony know that Birdman dated her sister?
She could have.
For me, if I knew you dated my sister, I don't care if it was 20 years ago, it's a no.
I feel you.
It's a no.
How do you feel about the recent incident with Tamar robbing Birdman's head, but also we saw some video footage behind scene where Birdman was trying to video chat Tony, and Tamar was talking about how he's going viral, how his numbers are up, and it just seemed like she bogarted Birdman and Tony's moment.
I wish that I was articulate enough to express how I feel about this situation. I find it disturbing. I didn't like, because I call a spade a spade. I didn't like it, and I still admire this person.
Okay.
I didn't like when Tawanda said call the police on Tamar.
Oh yes, she did say it. Mm-hmm.
I would never do that. Not to my sister. I mean, she didn't physically harm me. And I like when Tony said, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a sneakish thing of Tawanda. It just showed Tawanda is at her limit, as if to say, this girl need to be stopped. We need to call the police and stop that. Mm-hmm. I don't think that it, because I like her, this is the way I see it. So if you don't agree, that's fine, but don't kill me because I care and like her, okay? I feel as though, when you're so frustrated with something,
yes,
you just want to do something to shake her, to let her know you can't get away with this. Mm-hmm. She's not rational.
No, she was not rational.
She's not rational. Remember, she's fueling. She just exposed to the world that Tamar called her a thief. Mm-hmm. Tamar told her, you ain't paid, you loan. They're in a discrepancy. Tamar said 50. She said 35. Who do I believe? I will believe Tawanda.
Sorry, Tamar.
Did she give it to her? Yes. I believe she, because Tamar said that she's generous, even Tony. So yes, in the generosity of Tamar's soul, I can see her doing that for her sister. Yes. And I can hear her sister say, I get money back tomorrow, I'll pay you back. Mm-hmm. And she probably said, no, you don't have to pay me back. And she probably said, I'll pay you back. That's probably what happened. Yeah. And she never paid her back on the thought, I don't really have to pay her back. But
then she uses it in her face.
That's my opinion. I'm not saying that happened. That's the way I see that.
Yeah, no, the way Tamar tried using it, saying that, well, since you had your accident, I want my gift money back.
That was so low down. Since you had your accident, she called her sister a whore, a bitch.
She did.
It's too much.
Everything ungodly.
It's too much. She came at that table, not ready to talk. And like Tony said, I thought we was here to talk about mama. I didn't know we were here to do this. Yeah. She came in with them. You already know. They don't know what she came for. But I tell you one thing, them girls came in and with a fact that they had enough. They came prepared to deal with her shenanigans.
They're tired.
They are tired. And they have been dealing with it for years. And if anybody can't see that, then I don't know. That's what I see. I don't know what you see. You're just seeing it from a different perspective. I'm really trying to be neutral. And I find Tamar was so obnoxious. Even the people tried to talk to her.
Yes.
The crew.
And it's bad.
And it sells. She's making ratings.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But she's destroying the bloodline.
And it's bad when Tamar is the person that's still talking, and all her sisters are walking out. Tony walked out. Tawanda was trying to get Trina to walk out.
Michelle walked out. Yep. Tony Michelle.
Yep, Tony Michelle walked out. She said, I need to calm it, cool it. I lost it. Tamar brought out a side of me.
And her sisters are hugging her. I could just see old Tony and I think what triggered her was Birdman.
Yes,
and she could know that it was something that, because I don't know, that incident where they show her rubbing Birdman, I think that was before this incident.
Okay.
The reason being, because on the next incident, she says, they're not talking to me.
Okay.
And this was low. So I'm seeing, and if you look at the clip, like I said, I don't know. This is my observation. I could be dead wrong in the water, but I want to put it out there anyway. Everybody else does. When they showed the clip of Tony listening, her and Birdman was interacting,
Yes.
but Tamar came in. This is when the rubbing of the head came in and bogart the situation, and Tony was like listening, just like a blank face, like, why you over here? Why you in this conversation? It was like it was something distant about it.
It was.
What do you think?
Yes, the energy was two types different, and I could see exactly.
And Tamar was hyped. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say I could see exactly what Tony said in this episode play out in reality. She said that Tamar is so focused on being infamous instead of famous.
She hit it. She hit it. She hit it. And it's like, and then they said and then she had the audacity to say, you're jealous of me.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you something. I don't know. Help me. What is there to be jealous of? Her body?
I think that's what
she done had enhanced? That she done had inflated? Her artificial body?
Yep, a liquid BBL.
Her liquid BBL, her new breasts, her facelift, what? What? Her new wigs? What is there to be jealous of? Think about it. That's somebody you grew up with. That's your little sister. You've seen her in her best and her worst.
Yes.
Why would I can't even imagine being jealous of my sisters. Being jealous, meaning I feel threatened that you're going to leave me or go away from me. Yeah. So I don't think Tawanda feel that way. No. So I don't feel it's jealousy at all. Mm-mm. I think that you're saying she's envious of her sister, because envious come with some kind of hatred, not jealousy. Jealousy is a threat. Like, y'all just jealous of me. Y'all want to be me. Y'all wish y'all had what I had. That's jealousy. And they may be looking and feeling like, yes, we do, but we don't want. So if they were jealous, they're not going to want to do anything to get rid of her. No, because they want to keep on taking from you. And when you're jealous of somebody, you don't want to lose them. You want to hold on to that, whatever you're jealous of, that they have, that you want. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jealousy about somebody having something you want. And you want them near you. You don't hate them because you're jealous. You just wish you had what they had. Yeah. And you don't want them to leave because they've probably been generous to you and you want to be a part or hang around. That's jealousy. But envy is when I resent you for what you have. Mm-hmm.
And I think Tamar's projecting. I think she's the one that is envious.
Because they are the ones that Tawanda's happy she's getting married. And Trina, and though I talk about her weight, I won't no more. She's happy.
She is happy.
With Vaughn.
Mm-hmm, very happy.
And Tony is with Birdman, allegedly. So she's the only one out there that is kryptonite to men.
She really is.
She's argumentative. She's combative. And I think that when she act like she could be everybody at that table.
Mm-hmm. Yep, she does.
She act like she could beat Tawanda. She act like she could beat Trina. She act like she could beat Tony. And she was like, y'all, that is not Baltimore. No, that is not Baltimore at all. That is their Baltimore. That is that Baltimore mixed with a whole lot of other stuff. You notice these are people that lived in other places, like Krishan, and they done lived in other states, right? And now they bringing that. What you gonna do, huh?
Yes, the Bob.
That ain't Baltimore. Baltimore's like what? All this. Did she do it?
She did.
Look at it. This. I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means. I don't. But that is not Baltimore. And I mean, it could be because I live in a disassociation, but I can't disassociate myself from the city because we got major hospitals in the city. I mean, beautiful hospitals, and we have the harbor, and we have beautiful places of the city. So I'm not going down my city because we have this riffraff.
Yes.
And it's not like that at all.
One thing I feel about Tamar, besides the fact that I think she might be envious of her sisters, I feel like Tamar is completely materialistic.
She could be.
Because whenever it comes, maybe that could just be her way of throwing digs. But yes, because this was going back to the incident with that whole scene where Tamar was rubbing on Birdman's head, and we saw Tony on the phone. She was saying, "Ooh, look at that car that he bought you," and talking about,
look at that big old house. Why would you do? And Tony was like, it's enough.
Yes,
it's enough. It's enough. I think she's obnoxious. I think she's a thrill seeker. I think that she looks for drama. I think she came there that night and turned it up. Yes, it's going to get her ratings, but she's infamous for being sloppy.
Yes.
And I know if I was her mom, I would be humiliated over my girls behaving that way. And knowing you, Tamar, you provoked it.
It's the center of it.
You're the center of attraction. And they sick of it. They're sick of it. And if it goes like this, I don't think the show should come back.
That's true.
Because it's deeper than us watching.
That's true.
It's deeper than that. This is a family.
Can we just remove Tamar? I mean, I feel like
it won't be the same without her. That's what I'm saying. It's already struggling without Tracy. We already struggling. It's already a struggle without her. So to move Tamar, that's why I say I feel that for Tawanda. I feel the loss when she says Tamar won't be there, Tony and Tracy. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yes, and I do feel bad for Tawanda.
And I do.
Because she says that she's always there for everybody else, but they're not there to celebrate her happiness, and she's so happy that she's getting married. Minus the fact that she says that she doesn't want any negative energy around her, yet that seems like all that she's getting around this wedding.
All that she's getting, the accident, her getting hit by a car, all this negativity. It's like something is saying, don't mind him. It's like a hex. It's trying to do everything it can to stop this girl from marrying this man.
Yes.
But she's like, I'm going to soldier on. She's saying the devil is a liar. She's soldiering on.
That's how much she's in love.
So how long we been on, Baby Cone?
We've been on for, I'm gonna do this math, an hour and 15 minutes.
Really? So I think that's long enough. I think we've talked long enough. We talked about everything that we can talk about.
What was really important on the Braxtons.
We talked about that. That's just the talk of the town right now. And my prayers go out to that family because they need it. And I don't know if there's any help for Tamar because she has became that personality. Yes. She has became that girl, that woman. That's who she is.
And I like what Tawanda said. I don't fight with sickness.
She did say it, and she went.
She did.
In slow motion.
She's like, how
dare you? But you can say all that, call your sister thief, say she owe you money, say you owe her $50,000. I don't believe it was 50, but I do believe it was more 35-ish. I do. That just seems.
As a down payment.
And then you bring this up on TV for what reason? And then she kind of clocked you with an okie doke. She said, you a thief, you steal your sister's boyfriend.
Yep.
She flew up off that table.
And she was ready to fight all of her sisters if it came down to it. Just
give. And the thing is, the whole time she blamed everybody for everything. Yes. She did not become accountable for nothing.
Nothing at that table.
And she provoked even Tawanda. And I like Tawanda because I want to grow up and be like Tawanda where you won't move me.
Yes.
I will not give in to that sickness, that negativity. I won't. And that calls me to a time, and I'm going to end, when my sister died. And you can become hard and stoic like that. And I did not want to be sick. And I knew that if I cry, I would start feeling sick and be sick for a day. And I didn't want that. So when I was at my sister's funeral, my beloved sister, who I was very close to, was gone, miss her. And I said, my mother said, cry. I said, I cannot sit here and cry. They said, I think you'll feel better. I said, if I cry, I won't stop. I can't. I'm going to believe that my sister is a good person. I'm going to believe that my sister met her Lord and her Savior. Yes. I'm going to believe that my sister is resting in peace. I'm going to believe that my sister live again. I'm going to believe that that old tired body has been reused, repurposed, yes, restocked, and she's got a whole new body with a whole new name, living a whole new life, better than the one that she had here. That's what I believe. And I said, and if I believe that, then why should I cry? And I did not cry. I'm tired of crying at funerals when I know ye shall never die.
Yeah, speaking of honoring the dead and ancestors.
Honoring the dead and the ancestors. I wanted to end it on that note, on this Halloween. Yes. It's wonderful. We love to share it with you. We hope that you like it. We do. Please, please give us a thumbs up. Help us. Please. Help us. If you come by this video, just give it a thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed it. We tried to make it entertaining. However, we don't plan nothing. What you see is what you get. We do talk about what we're going to talk about. Yes. But outside of that, everything, this is all that was great, orchestrated by the ancestors. I didn't even know that I was going to go there, but I felt the need to do it. And I also prayed for you.
Yes, all the little sunflowers out there, all so you can spread that seed.
Spread that seed of love. What is it to be kind? Be kind to somebody on your way up, climbing that mountain. Mm-hmm. Be kind, because you may need help from somebody who's behind. Be kind. Mm-hmm. And with that being said, we're so glad you joined us. Yes, thank you. We thank you. We're going to still come next week, and we're just going to come and come and come until we just feel like it's hopeless.
Yes.
But I think we bring in some decent content. We study, we do our work, right?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
So, and we try to be original in our own way, right? Mm-hmm, yeah. So we try to please you, and I hope that you are pleased with our content. And we will know that if you give us a thumbs up. And with that, we say be safe out there, okay? Mm-hmm. Enjoy your weekend. Yes. And you know what we say? Mm-hmm. Sunflowers.